Hey guys, how is everybody? I hope you're well. Unfortunately, we're videoing with the phone. That's okay. It does an okay job. I'll have to come up with something a little different than the GoPro to do long form content. It just, even plugged in, it's starting to act up. And sadly, that thing's only a few months old and costed a lot of money, but I think I'm going to get a hold of them on the replacement plan, see if we can get it swapped. But I do have other bigger, better cameras, but just choose not to bring them out to the dirty shop. But I think I'm going to have to start doing that and just be safe with the things. Before we get into this build, if you don't like negativity or don't like me being me, just go ahead and skip through to where we're talking about the saw. I made a video yesterday just showing one of my saws I'd built starting on a cold day. For here, it was cold. Supposed to be even colder next week, down around 0, I think. We'll pull it back out and start it up again then and make a cut, unless it's too cold for me to come out. I don't live up in the northwest, or way up north. I'm just here in the Appalachians. It gets down around 0 here, a little below every now and then, and that's about it. That's pretty dang cold. Most of us have enough sense to get what we need to get done before really bad weather ever sets in. But this fella had came in, basically saying myself, or well, let's be proper. Aaron, Pat, or Cajun, everybody knows him by, and myself, we were basically just negative. We were hurting the community. The reason my channel's not growing, but my channel's grown 6 times in size within an 11-month period, so I don't really know where in the hell the guy got that. He was nice about it. He was professional. I don't really like having to sit and read a book. I've always hated reading, so if you leave a comment, take that in mind. If it's really long, I'm probably going to skim through it and miss a lot of it, but these I actually sit and read. I didn't let them get to me. Like I said, the guy was being nice, but we were jealous of Tin Man, basically, and I did go through and go back and delete all this, but I'm sure some of you had read it beforehand. He was wondering why his comments kept getting deleted or disappearing. Well, dude, I would imagine that some of my true blue followers were probably reporting you for harassment. And guys, I urge anyone to do that. If there's someone commenting something you think's just negative and don't need to be there, hell, report them. I don't care if I lose 1 sub, I lose 1 sub. I've got almost 6,000 others. Well, I think we're right around 5,500 right now, but they're cobbling like flies. Must be the accent, or me speaking my mind. Or hell, maybe I've learned to build a damn saw over the last 7 years. I don't know. I think a lot of it just started when I done the before and after machine work series, and when I went by Tin Man, and he said that, I just needed to call him by name. I went by Tin Man, and I did say that in the last video I done on that series, that I copied his build. He got an Echo, but I done a Husky. They were similar saws. I copied it to a T almost. I didn't like how it ran. It ran all right, but guys, I'll be brutally honest with you. The base gasket delete and a little intake timing would have kicked the shit out of that saw. If you want my honest, humble opinion about it. But anyway, enough of that bullshit. Dude said he loved my videos, loved the saws. But evidently don't like my attitude, I guess. It is what it is. I'll not change who I am for no damn body. Never have, never will. If a fella wants to leave, that's just fine. If he wants to keep watching the videos, that's just fine. We got a lot coming. But to point myself and 2 other guys out and say that we're just negativity to the community, this damn community goes way past YouTube. Way past YouTube. Just take that with a grain of salt, I guess. But what do we got? I showed this saw last night. We pull you guys off of here. Hopefully this damn thing don't mess up as well. She's a true Frankenstein saw. Nothing on it come from the same saw. Down to the air filter and cover and tank was off 2 different saws. Starter cover, who knows what it come off of. Clutch cover, I actually just robbed it off of a saw because it had a set of spikes on it. Handlebar, I don't even think it's from a Mac. I think it's something someone made because it's been cut in 2 down here. It got like a big bushing in it. It does work well though, and they've got it wrapped in something that it feels pretty good. It don't vibrate your hands to death. I do need to come up with this, that insert that goes here. I wish someone would start making it aftermarket. We can get these now, but most of the saws I've got, they're still usable. You get one every now and then, like this one's a little broke up here, but who really cares? And I will end up probably pulling this somewhat apart and shooting some primer on it and painting it. We may do black and yellow, or solid black or yellow. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But cover back here's bent up a little. I put a canned muffler on it. Even the muffler and cover are off 2 different saws. Just a true Frankenstein saw. 20-inch Archer bar. It's Oregon chain. I just bought it, but it's got those funny drags on it. It don't really bother me. The chains still seem to cut really good. It's full chisel, 20-inch. I do plan on picking up an old Mac 28 bar just for the hell of it. But yeah, long block. There's controversy on this, whether you can do this or not. You see the decomp, see the big fat fins down in here. I hope, maybe not. Pro Max 700 long block, you do have to have the whole long block. You cannot use the 1010 tank. The cover for the 1010 is even different. This one's just a little wider, but all of your 1010 stuff will go on it. If you're just doing this with the Pro Max 700, you're wasting your time. The only difference is the cover and the tank's drilled for your adjustment screws. Only damn difference. So if you're wanting to make a sleeper, just plug the decomp and put a 1010 cover on it. But a true blue Mac enthusiast like myself, we're gonna notice that it's a big bore cylinder on it. But anyway, even the oil tank and crank and right piston assembly came out of one saw, and I bought this cylinder off eBay a while back. Someone had done been hacking around on it, and seemed that fella didn't like the word hack. It is what it is, guys. Anyway, we was able to clean it all up. We hadn't got into the roof of the exhaust. You know, these are clamshell. If you're still wanting to work with it at all, you're better off leave the exhaust roof alone on anything, unless you have a way to do machine work and jack the compression up. Now, there's another deal. Dude kept pointing out machine work. I'm saying that's the only way to build a saw. I've never said that. I've sent some pretty badass saws all over this country that didn't have a lick of machine work done to them. I say it didn't get to me, but it kind of did a little bit, but I'm only human. You know, I'm going to respond some way or another, but I'm kind of trying to be professional about it. Opinions vary and everybody has them. But anyway, that's what we've got. We've got a Mac 1010 with a pretty well ported. It's got a lot of transfer work. It's got case fed transfers. Take note, if you do that, it is going to take away from the bottom and mid-range power of the saw, but they will pick up some RPM up top over it. You know, it's kind of like doing finger ports or something. It has a lot of intake timing through at it. I think it's set around 78 or 80. It's been a long time, I don't really remember, but intake timing is jacked up on this one, and you can do that on a 700 cylinder, or 55 cylinder, 1010S cylinder, or your 610s or 650s, but that's a discussion for another day. What do you guys say we get this thing fired up and it don't get no harder than that? See how well she cuts. It may be a turd, it may just be a cookie cutter and just suited for something like this or that pine. But I think she'll do good. I think we'll have to get it up on the pipe good before we go into the wood, but I think she'll do just fine, guys. Y'all say we get her warmed up and see how this old girl runs. I'm kind of running out of really hard wood to test in, so we'll be back to the poplar before long. Okay guys, that's not a good thing. We've mentioned that in another video. Carb sits and bleeds off over the night. People are like, oh, they fired on the first pull. It ain't a good thing, but whatever, we're gonna roll with it. About like every other of those saws, clutch springs are wore out. Who knows what that clutch came off of? Hell, it could be older than me, but that damn saw pulls. I was pulling on it pretty hard in that. I don't know what happened or why it come off of the stand. No idea, maybe the ratchet strap gave out because that thing is really heavy. It was kind of all I could do to initially put it up there. And you know, I ain't no little fella. Usually ain't got a lot of problems lifting heavy things, but anyway, you know, that wasn't really a rant. I just didn't like how the guy come across. It was his opinion, and I do know that when you put yourself out there, put things out on the internet, you know, you're giving the people the right to come give you their opinion, but I also do have the right to speak my opinion back. And the way some of these guys are teaching people to do things, I feel is wrong. I'm not saying you have to do machine work. I'm just saying that pulling the base gasket and raising the shit out of the exhaust roof and hogging the rest of the engine out, guys, it just ain't the way to do it. I've got a handful of saws myself that were done probably 3 years ago or so. I kind of went away from my own deal, started following a couple people, and I kind of need to get them out and go back through them because they've just set, because I don't like how the damn things run. They kind of run worse than they did stock. But for an old Mac, that one there's pulling chain pretty good. I guess I started doing the right research and may have learned how to build a damn saw over the last 7 years. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. Y'all have a great day.